Good morning, folks. Lester here. I'm not alone. I am headed out of Longhorn Lester's, headed to the new property. Today we have several jobs going on. Most importantly, I'm going to be meeting the folks from McCoy's. They're going to bring my correct order out this morning. So we're heading out to do that. Listen, I got a lot of friends with me this morning. Y'all, I have a lot of helpers. Everyone knows you should never work alone. And so this morning when I say, let's go bye-bye, usually that means Trixie comes running. Well, as you can see, our little Foster comes running. And then, this is the craziest thing, Stella come running. Stella come running along with Ritzy. And I'm like, oh my, I guess I'm just glad I have a big truck with a big back seat, because no one rides up front. We don't let them ride up front if I can help it. Got to keep that seat over there hairless, hair-free, so when Jamie rides, she didn't get all mad. Anyway, you can see back of the truck, I have my seed spreader. My job today is going to be spreading some seed. There's nothing funner. There's nothing funner or gooder, and most people would agree, than spreading some seed. Man, you just love spreading seed, and that will be my job today, spreading seed. All right, excellent news. Our posts have arrived. Our posts are here. We can actually start our fencing project today. Excited about that. And yesterday was a little bit of a letdown to us. Couldn't get a lot of stuff done. I also did, like I said, brought the seed spreader. So today we're going to spread some seed. I will have to go buy that seed. I haven't bought it yet, but Tractor Supply is about 7 minutes down the road, so that's not bad at all. Let me get this McCoy's fella done on his way, and then we're going to probably hook up my tractor first to the seed spreader and get our seeds put out. We want to get that done, and we kind of have a little bit of a need for urgency. It's going to take that seed about 30 days to germinate and pop up, and then you want it to grow for a couple of weeks before it gets really nice and thick out across here. And so what we're going to do is have to get it in the ground today, if possible, or on the ground. I think we may have some rain on Sunday, which will be great. And then if we can get that rain, it'll start that germination process. And in, I'll say 30 to 45 days, let's just say around the new year, we may have some delicious green grass out here for these babies to eat on. All right, so the next job I'm going to have is put seed across this pasture, but I want to show you something I didn't think about. I'm going to have to run home. Look, I don't have the tool to get that off of the PTO. That's the PTO cover, and you have to have that. It goes to the PTO here. That controls the spread of the seed, and I don't have that tool with me. One of the downfalls of trying to operate from two properties, you don't always think about everything, dang it. And that's one thing I did not think about. Well, folks, Lester here, and who would like to see the first erection here at the new property? I'm gonna set my camera up and try to find the right angle. And you're about to see the first one going up. Well, that's what I get for not having a selfie stick with me when I need one. I'm trying to use... Stella, you're not helping at all. All right. This is a monumental moment, really, because I was going to record this yesterday and was unable to because they had sent the wrong post. All right, my friends, here she goes. Going up. Going up. Uh-oh. Did that go all the way down? Did it go all the way in? Friends, I don't think it went all the way in. That's always a problem. Now I gotta pull it back out and try to find a... Let's try this hole over here. We have a hole over here. Let's not waste a moment. Oh no. Neither hole's gonna work. I tried. All right, we're gonna make our second effort. Here goes our second attempt at this. We're gonna take her out of the first hole and try to get it to go into this hole. Better. That's a lot better. That right there is gonna work. Now for bags of concrete. Remember, y'all, Rome was not built in a week, okay? Rome and the Roman Empire was not built in a week. Things like this take time. Oh, and let me just go ahead and say one more thing. Don't comment and say, you should have Jake over there. You should have Ben over there. You should have Mr. Kenny over there. You should have Uriel over there. Guys, no one works for free. So remember that in your comments. Remember that we're not going to pay somebody who knows how much money it would take to do a job that I can do. It's just going to take me some time. There are some people that would say how meticulous I am in making sure every post is at least 2 foot in the ground. It's quite absurd, especially when you're digging through roots and clay and this the amount of time you spend holding that auger, or if you have to use the pole toe diggers. But friends, there's a reason why you go deeper in the ground. You're trying to anchor these posts, and you can't anchor a post by taking the easy way out. There are some folks that are put a post in the ground 6 inches, put some cement around it, and call it a day. But if that post ever gets pushed or pulled on, it's going to simply push and turn and pull soil right up with it. So you have to go deep if you want it to last. If you want it to mean something, you put the work in. And a lot of folks don't get that. But I've learned that you'd be better off in the long run by taking the time and doing it right up front instead of taking the easy way out. Well, here's an example. I'm not trying to judge or pick on anybody, but don't you realize the fella who put that fence right there probably didn't take the time that he needed to take to do it right? And that's what he gets when he pulls that wire tight. That's what he comes back with. All right, this next part is one of the most important things you have to do when you do a fence. Any kind of fence has to be stretched. Forgive me for breathing so hard, but you have to have your H-brace. And that H can't be too high. It can't be too low. It has to be pretty much, I just go my belly button at belly high, which is about halfway up, and which is gonna be perfect. Now, I don't only do a single H brace, I do a double H brace, because I'm gonna pull this wire tighter than what most folks do. And I'll do that for a reason. Is it extra work? Absolutely. Does it cost a few extra dollars? You better believe it. Each post, my friends, they're not cheap. But this is going to be a fence that will be here long after I'm gone. And my boys, more than likely, will end up having to replace this fence once their boys are grown. And my boys don't even have sons yet. What does that tell you? It's gonna last a lifetime, and that's what you do. I'm not meaning to pick on anybody. I'm not trying to make fun of anybody, but let's just take the fella who built this fence over here, who came by here at some point and just stuck one post in the ground, and maybe he didn't know, maybe he never had a dad to teach him or a mentor who could show him. And so you don't want to hold it against anybody, but you just want to remember that you build something, you want it to last. That's a life lesson you got to take with you. You build it, you want it to last. You want to have pride in it. And those are all things that a lot of people don't, doesn't mean as much now as what it used to. And so, H-bracing.
Don't let your troubles fester. Come watch Longhorn Lester.
Yeah, something like that.